Hey, hello there, welcome back to a weather update today. As right now we have Choi-Wan, we have Blanca, slight risk of severe weather tonight, marginal risk day 2 and 3, and then slight risk of excessive rainfall in the next 3 days. So anyways, let's get right into it. I'd say Choi-Wan right now active, and no suspect areas across the Indian Ocean and also the Southern Pacific. So yeah. So anyways, right now we're looking at cone by the JTWC. It's right now 35 knots. Tropical storm is expected to maintain that, and then by 18Z tomorrow, it's expected to weaken, and then also continue the weekend as it makes it pass through Taiwan. With the cone by Bagasa, right now expected to weaken to a tropical depression by the time 2 a.m. on Saturday, and then become low on around 2 p.m. on the 5th, but also having a track that might go over Taiwan. Anyways, looking at the Eastern Pacific right now, we have an area of interest for broader low pressure is expected to form in a couple of days. 0% chance of development in the next 48 hours, 20% the next 5 days. And looking at Blanca right now, as right now winds of 35 miles per hour and pressure of 1,005 millibars. Expected to become a remnant low starting on 12 p.m. Friday and then dissipate starting during Sunday morning. Going to severe weather side of things right now, we have a slight risk across New Jersey, New York, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Virginia, maybe a small portion of West Virginia. Marginal risk across Washington, Idaho, Montana, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, Virginia, Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, Pennsylvania, and yeah. And looking at day 2, we are looking at marginal risk across Montana, North Dakota, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, and a small area of Pennsylvania. And on day 3, we have a marginal risk across New York, New Hampshire, Vermont, small area of also Maine, and then also North Dakota, South Dakota, and also Minnesota and that's it. So right now, looking at probabilistics, we have 2% tornado, 15% wind, 5% hail. Across the Pacific Northwest, though, it's 5% wind, 5% hail. And across the East Coast, it's 2% tornado, 50% wind, 5% hail. And then across Texas, only 5% wind. So right now, we have 5% wind, 5% hail for tomorrow. Across the northern plains towards North Dakota and Montana, we have 5% wind, 5% hail. Across the East Coast, it's only 5% wind. And then also 5% probabilistic chance and marginal risk. We actually might have the decent risk of severe weather in Canada, actually. So we'll monitor all the severe weather that is possible within tonight, going into the next 3 days. Looking at rainfall in the next 3 days right now, looking at towards the Gulf Coast, still getting heavy rains possible, with also across North Carolina, coastal North Carolina anyways. Heavy rainfall is possible. There's actually a flash flood watch. Flooding's going to be a main issue there. And we'll actually get into excessive rainfall outlooks. So anyways, we have a slight risk of excessive rainfall across Texas, North Carolina, small area of South Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, and also Pennsylvania. Marginal risk across Louisiana, Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Indiana, small area of Illinois, in fact. Kentucky, Tennessee, and then West Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Looking at day 2, we have a slight risk of excessive rainfall across Texas and a marginal risk across also Texas. Rainfall is definitely being an issue there, and it's going to continue to be an issue even into day 3. In day 3, we have a slight risk of excessive rainfall across Louisiana and Texas, marginal risk across Louisiana and Texas as well. Turn around, don't drown, flash 21 lane kills, and in the U.S. to look itself in that situation. That's really it for today's weather update. A lot of stuff still going on. Eventually, I'd like to get back to normal routes to the weather updates, but we'll see. Anyways, that's really it, and goodbye.